Hi, this is Danica Lopez from C3 Philippines, and we recently attended a law enforcement assessment workshop in Coron Town, Palawan, with the local government units and other stakeholders of the Calamianes group of islands. So in this setting, we examined the current state of implementing and enforcing laws related to fisheries. So it was discussed and discovered that the top 3 issues in majority of the municipalities were the presence of commercial fishing. Number 2 is the rampant use of illegal and destructive fishing methods such as the use of sodium and dynamite fishing. The many challenges in strict law enforcement were discussed, and among these were the lack of resources. So this is why different stakeholders from different groups and from the different municipalities were all gathered together so that we would be able to brainstorm on how we would best assist and support our local police groups, as the concerns that we were tackling were in the best interests of everyone who were in attendance. Other stakeholders included relevant civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations such as C3, local municipal agricultural offices, the local Department of Interior and Local Governance, or otherwise known as the DILG, and there were also representatives from provincial level offices such as the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, and other law enforcement agencies such as the Philippine National Police and representative from the Philippine Army, the Philippine Marines, who have a detachment in Coron Town in Barangay de Calachao, as well as some of the Philippine Coast Guard in Coron. Despite this, the ratio of enforcer to civilian is still far from ideal. This is where the concept of force multipliers comes in. So PNP Chief Rojo from the Municipality of Dinapacan helps explain this concept.
Just to accomplish objectives in the enforcement, prevention and enforcement of laws.
Sino ang force multiplier dito?
Actually, sa PNP, we are required to have force multiplier, yung tinatawag natin na
barangay. Required, no? It's a required.
Barangay peacekeeping action team. So, nakalagay po namin yan sa calendar of activities namin for a year. Kung ilan lang po yung aming force multiplier in barangay. So, kasama na barangay official, NGOs, yung mga volunteers natin. So, yun silang ginagamit namin ng mga force multipliers namin na nagpe-prevent at nagsusibigyan ng mga informasyon.
After this, programmatic implementation of law enforcement operations were also discussed so as to make operations much more efficient. So there were several basic concepts of law enforcement that were explained and discussed, as well as how to adapt these to fishery laws and the enforcement of these fisheries laws. So Busuanga Municipal Agriculture Officer Tess Rabe and Busuanga Philippine National Police Chief Conde helps explain the concepts of threat transfer and crime clock to the group.
The transfer of, let's say, illegal activities from one place to another. Maybe because doon sa lugar na una nilang gagawaan ng illegal activities, nahuli sila, na-penalize sila. So, hindi na sila bumalik doon, pero lumipat lang sila sa ibang lugar. The threat itself is not solved, but they just transferred to other places.
When the crime is committed, ano pong mga oras sa ating lugar ang kadalasan na nangyayari ang krimen? Katulad po sa illegal fishing. Kailan ba, anong oras ba sila nagkakandak ng illegal fishing? Usually yung dynamite is morning, no? Early in the morning and late afternoon. Kasi po, pag sa gabi, hindi naman nila pwedeng mag-dynamite kasi hindi nila masisid yan, mahirapan sila. So, yun po ang time clock na sinasabi na pag-aralan natin kung kailan sila gumaganap ng mga ganong illegal activities.
Discussions and workshops like these will help us improve the current state of law enforcement, not only for the fisheries sector, but also in patrolling the seas to help protect endangered marine species in the area, such as dugongs. Again, this is Danica Lopez from C3 Philippines. Keep an eye out on this space for more news and updates.